Leads into the junkyard. I don't really have a name for the junkyard. Just call it the Holland Head Junkyard. It's pretty cool, honestly. A lot of interesting stuff sitting around here. Interesting cars, I should say. I had these two cars moved not too long ago. I'll show in a minute where they were sitting. They were kind of in the way, so I had these backed up over here. They weren't in the bushes when they were moved over here. The bushes have grown around them. Honda Accord. I guess it's early 90s, obviously. Like a 90, 91, give or take. Ooh. Watch for rocks. Easy to roll your ankle. Done that several times. Datsun. Nope, Toyota. Wow. Ignore that. Which is bad. You'd think I would know that by now, considering it hasn't moved probably in 20 years. But Hyundai Excel. Not really sure what that one is. I mean, it's a Hyundai, but maybe another Excel. Bobcat. One of these days. Plenty of car trailers around here. Got one really good one though that's not far from being in working order. The rest of these are pretty far gone. There's a hard body. What's left of it. I think this is to be honest with you, I can't tell if it's a Toyota or Nissan, and I cannot remember off the top of my head. One of the two. I know there's people that know these Toyota and Nissan trucks inside and out, can tell you everything there is to know about them, and can tell you what it is just from glancing at it from the side. But I'm not one of those people. Never been crazy about these things, so Toyota. Yeah, I've never been crazy about them, so I don't know. I don't know much about them at all. Yeah, this is a hoss. Look at that thing. Drag anything up here on this hill with that. It runs. This is a sister truck. It's not exactly the same, but I think that was the intention behind it, was take two and make one. She's a monster too. That's old Sierra GMC. Love those trucks. These things are awesome. It's an old lift of some kind. Forklift or something. It's another Datsun. We had to bust a window out of this one. Kids were out here playing one day, and the 3-year-old locked himself in, and we couldn't pick the lock, and it was hot and turned into a cluster real quick. So needs a new window. Another Datsun. Another one there. F-350. Family truck. This one, somebody rolled up here one day before we moved down here, and everyone was out of town. They stole the motor. Yeah, it didn't come like that. Let's just put it that way. It's not a factory option to Flintstone the thing. Which, I mean, if you look at that floorboard, it's not far away from being able to do that anyways. And Prius. Or Ford truck. Excuse me. Here's the bread and butter. Old school. A Blazer out there's got a 350 small block. So whoever owned it set the thing up for drag racing, and I mean the front end lowered, rear end up in the air. Not really sure what kind of rear end it has in it, but I do know that the engine is locked up. Nissan truck, BMWs, plenty of them. Volvos, BMW, a couple of Mitsubishi pickup trucks, which are cool. I used to see those things all the time when I was a kid, but not anymore. Not so much anymore. Porsches, I think there's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's a 6th one hiding over behind the house. So 6 Porsches and a boat and a trailer falling down. These Porsches are awesome. Festivas. Yeah, there's 3 of them up here. It's another Nissan pickup truck. That's a Sprint, Chevy Sprint. Dune buggy. There's another shot of the Sprint, what's left of it. Festiva. It's Toyota. Now, I don't know because I've not looked at it myself, but I've been told that has a Buick motor in it. And if that's the case, that explains why it's sitting back here in the bushes not running. I mean, why you take a Toyota engine out of a Toyota and put an American piece of crap engine in it, but somebody did. So, it's found its final resting place. Porsches, what was I said, 914 I think is what this one is. So I think that's what it is. Funky looking car, that's for sure. Funky looking. I will say I do like the grill right here. The Porsche lettering on it, it's pretty cool. I also like the tree growing up through there. It's a custom job right there. I'm sure you could probably ask for that if you go to Porsche, but it's custom work. Speaking of that, if anybody wants something like that, we can hook you up. You can put tree through anything. Another Sprint. Festiva. Triumph. Sonoma. There's a MG, GB, GS, LG, BT, I don't know. MG of some kind. GB. And that's my wife. She came with the property.
I am the property.
Suzu. Yeah, look at that. The biggest spider I've ever seen in my life. I think it moved a 1/4 inch from this morning. Sketchy. So we got a Toyota Wedge van. There's a Honda right there. You can't really see it. Buried in the bushes. Honda Civic, I think. There's another Triumph Spitfire. I think they did a lot of spit and fire, but I don't think it was like intended, and it wasn't good fire. Those things are terrible. BMWs. And there's another one back there. I'm not going to go back there because in the back of that red one is another massive banana spider. Nope, not going to get anywhere near that. You know what? I was wrong. There's 2 more Porsches here, actually. Right there. I forgot that other one sitting over there is a Porsche. Just funny looking because the back glass is busted out. Huh? Yeah, it's blue. There it is. Our junkyard.